bunch of them, my employees.
Championship wasn't won today, mate, but it was won through a season of solid work. World champion. Get in there, Lewis.
What's up?
Beautiful work, mate. Excellent drive there.
All right. Let's see. Got maybe an hour, so I don't know, maybe 2 full races and 1 5-lapper, more than likely. What's up? What's going on? Any preferences on tracks, or you want me to pull a random? Yeah, just busy. My kid's been having some issues falling asleep and stuff, so been working late. Let's see. All right, we got a Mexico, a Bahrain. I probably have time for one more if you want to throw one more suggestion out there. All right, Silverstone. Let's do it. I probably like Mexico the least out of all of those options, so I think I'll go with Mexico for the 5-lapper. Let's see. Oh, realistic. Nope. What's up, Ivan? Dylan, what's going on? Cody? Yeah, sorry guys, just life, man. Work's tough right now. Kid's not going to bed. Just a lot going on. It's all right. Gotta be resilient, right? Gonna roll with the punches. How's everyone's Wednesday going? Yeah, responsibilities. It's a bitch, isn't it? Nice. Nice, Brandon. That's awesome. All good, Viz. How's your day going? Coffee, what's up? DC, appreciate the heart. All right, let's go ahead and ready up for now. It's only a 5-lapper, so no need to wait around. What's up, DC? Oh, I definitely will not be on tomorrow night. Um, I have a former employee. He moved to a different team, but he was under me for a little while, and he is moving to India for the time being. So throwing him a goodbye happy hour party after work tomorrow. So yeah, pretty nuts, right? We have an office in India, so he's gonna continue his employment at the firm, but he's going to be in India instead. Kind of the tricky part about the US and keeping your eligibility to stay here and work here and stuff. I think his situation was that he always had a student visa, and I didn't realize people did this a lot, is that they just to keep their work eligibility here, they just keep getting degrees over and over again. So I know a few people that before they got like their green card or like their permanent residence or whatever it is, they just kept going to school. So like some of these guys have like 5 masters just because they're like, I that's the only way I can stay in here. It's pretty nuts. Also, one crazy thing too that I didn't realize either is that like getting your like green card and that sort of thing, it's kind of like a lottery. Like truly like a lottery. It's not like by whether you're qualified to do so and stuff. I guess there's tons of people that are qualified, but we only hand a certain amount and it's like luck of the draw. So until your name gets called and you get lucky, you basically have to just keep going to school.
Yellow flag.
Yep, pretty much, man. It's pretty crazy.
Okay, so that was a bad start, but don't overreact. We can salvage this.
Yeah, so I think his situation is like, I think he can't continue as a student for whatever reason, but he still wants to be employed by the firm. So the only option he has is to just go to a different country where we have one of our offices. It's pretty crazy. I don't even think he speaks the language, but hey, he's young and single, and you know what? India doesn't sound too bad. I love Indian food. Seems like a really cool life experience. Especially when you know you have a job waiting for you. So go experience a new culture, a new country.
Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Albeit you are away from family and friends and that sort of thing, but still, it seems like a pretty, like I said, a cool life experience for however long he decides to stay. Who knows? Maybe it'll turn into a whole life thing. Never know where life takes you. Anyway, as his former manager, I feel like I have an obligation to go. Not that it's an obligation anyways, he's a cool guy. I would have gone regardless. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. I think, no joke, he has like 4 master's degrees. And I have, and I think one of my current employees actually has like 4 masters or something like that too. Might be 3, I don't know. You know what? For some reason, Mexico does not feel as shitty for me today.
Green flag, we're racing again, let's go.
What's up, Zach? Zach, are you coming tomorrow night? Okay, good. I think we need to remind people that he's driving like 2 hours to the office because he's not actually in the office anymore. So he's driving like 2 hours just for this happy hour. So we should kind of remind people that he's taking a pretty big hike to make this work. But anyway, I'll be there, you'll be there, so. Plus, we can just consider it part 2 of our birthday celebrations.
Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap.
What's up, TikTok user? I wonder how many people are named TikTok user, because I don't think... Because I'm pretty sure you can duplicate names. Like, I don't think they really care. Or do you think they actually care? I don't know. TikTok user just seems like way too common for it to be a purely unique username. Actually, come to think of it, I feel like there's like multiple Chris's and... Are you asking what track is this? This is Mexico. Which is fitting because they're going to be in Mexico next weekend, right? So... Oh, what track? Oh, what track is on the wall? Guess. No one give it away. That's true. It is a pretty unoriginal name. I could totally see the thought process in your head. I'm like, what should my username be? TikTok user? Good work, Dylan. Zach is not Monaco. Is that the only track you know, actually? That's what I figured. Good guess. No, in the racing world, only the rarest of people like actually like Monaco. I'd say probably 90% of racers actually hate Monaco. It's too tight. There's not a ton of like passing and maneuvering, and it's slow. The walls are too close. It's too narrow. Montreal? Well, I guess it has this chicane here, but not quite. Montreal is pretty basic. It wouldn't have this section here, I feel like. JX, no, I totally could, be honest with you. I know, I feel like that's part of the reason why Sharpie sits on my lap is I feel like he's like, all right, you're in relaxing mode right now. Let me lay on your lap. All right. Anyway. All right. Next suggestion was Bahrain. So let's do that. All right. Let's keep it moving. Oh, good luck, man. I thought honestly when I got a wheel and pedals, I was like, this is it. This is how I'm going to learn how to drive without traction control in ABS. And no. Arguably, I mean, you definitely could, but it doesn't make it any easier, though, I feel like. Well, no, that's a lie. It's definitely easier, but it's still hard. I don't know. Not making any sense. All right, let's ready up. Yeah, I guess that's probably the suggestion that I don't personally take myself is just like take it slow. Like don't rush into it. Just like pretend like you're trying to drive slow. It's not a hoodie, it's actually a long sleeve. I was telling some of the other folks this. I actually got this the other day. This is the cheaper version. The black one that you guys usually see me in, that's like the authentic $150 version. And this one is the one that I think retail goes for $110. So it's $40 cheaper. And I got it on sale for like $80. But it's way different. The other one is like real like performance, like mesh gear, like one that he probably actually wears. It also has some additional designs on like the cuffs and the collar. Whereas this one is just like a pure, like just regular old like polyester shirt. It still feels fine. It's good enough for sim racing, but that's where the $40 goes. Definitely not as breathable. It's also a little bigger for the same size. It's a little baggier. But look, I only put it on for live streams, so who cares, right? Plus, I'm just like rubbing my back against. I'm just rubbing the back part against this chair the whole time. So like half of the letters on the back have already rubbed off already, and like paying $150 for a shirt where like half of the letters are off of the back of the shirt already. It's like feels kind of silly. Really? A sweatshirt, jersey, and polo for McLaren? That's probably going to be the next one, to be honest with you. If I'm going to get any other F1 manufactured jersey, it's probably going to be McLaren next. It'll be probably... It'll probably be McLaren, then Williams would probably be next after that. And then I don't really have any interest in maybe Ferrari. Maybe Alpine just to match my rig. But that's probably as far as I'd go. I definitely wouldn't mind having one for like, I don't know, each live stream of the week or something. Nice, Fever. All right, Mal. Thanks for joining, man. Have a good one. Oh, but FNCS, I would say honestly, I might actually, I mean, I'm notoriously a Verstappen hater, but I think their jersey looks nicer. Ferrari's like going for this like weird baggy look. I mean, I know that's cool with the young kids, but I don't know. It's not really for me. But hey, you do you.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Chris, appreciate the follow, sir. Chris with a K. That's unique. This is the Moza Vision GS wheel, and I think it retails for $6.99, but I did not pay that. I got a slight deal bundled with the R21 wheelbase. So I probably paid, I don't know, a couple $100 less. PC specs, I have the the 4080 and the 7800 X3D. I'm honestly not a PC guy. I only got a PC because I knew I needed one for the sim rig. And I got a pre-built, so I paid probably like $800 more than I probably should have. And also, shamefully, I'm gonna get burned for saying this, and I don't think I've ever said this on my live stream, but I got my pre-built from shit, what is it called? NXT or NEXT or, you know, the one that like caught a bunch of shit for doing like rentals or something like that, like real schemy stuff.
A lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
I think you guys know what I'm talking about, which pre-builder we're talking about. Oh yeah, NZXT, yeah. I know, it seems like they had some pretty sleazy sales practices trying to exploit young gamers that couldn't afford a PC and like having them pay monthly and stuff and paying like 3 times more in the long term and like that sort of thing. Pretty sleazy stuff, not gonna lie. Kind of ashamed of what they did, but that's why I kind of intentionally don't really mention them during my live streams. Plus, frankly, for the amount I pay for this, there are definitely some things that I wish were a little bit better. Like, I wish there were more like USB-C ports. Mine came with like really shitty like Wi-Fi adapters. Like, I could barely get the Wi-Fi signal to work. I ended up having to get like an external Wi-Fi extender. There were a couple parts that was a little jiggly straight out of the box. So, it's my first pre-built experience, so I'm not sure if that's just how it is with all of them, but I know all of my PC buddies told me not to get a pre-built, but I did it anyways because I didn't feel like going through the effort of building my own PC plus having to like build my sim rig setup too.
Yellow flag.
So I took a shortcut and it didn't work out for me, but now I know better. At least now I can
Green flag.
probably reuse some of the components and just start upgrading it from here on out. No, I mean, it's not bad, but I think for the specs that I bought, which was like their higher end spec, it might have been like one spec below. Because I think the highest spec, you get like the 4090, I think. But I got the one spec below that. I think even that, it was like $2,000 for this thing, so. Oh, really? You got a G923? Nice, dude. What game are you gonna play first with it? Oh, never mind. It's you, Alex. You better be playing F1 with it.
We're approaching the pit window.
Sometimes I notice I read the messages before realizing who's actually sending it.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
My favorite car dealer guy, used car salesman guy, I always freaking forget his name. It's like J&L Auto or something. It's like like a big buff, like Middle Eastern guy. And he sells like a bunch of like exotic cars. Pretty sure it's J&L Auto. But I think one of his most recent episodes, someone gifted him like a sim rig, but it's like a Logitech one, so it's like a Logitech Pro, and it has a Logitech play seat. So I was thinking, man, I would love if someone would just gift something like that to me. But then I also thought, you know, I was like, my rig is better than the one you got. Is the second thing I thought of. Yeah, I mean the Logitech, like the Pro Series wheel and pedals and the play seat. I mean that's probably like a $2,000 all-in rig. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely something that I was considering getting to.
Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Oh, it's definitely different.
Caution, caution.
David Benson, appreciate the follow. I think I missed 3 of you guys that started following. Sorry about that.
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate. Or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
Yeah, Alex, I think you will too. And even if you don't, it's so fun. Now, I know a lot of people ask me why I spend so much money when I'm not good, but like, legitimately, like straight up, it's so much fun, no matter how good you are.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Well, the one thing though is that I feel like I'm getting to the stage where I'm like getting a little disinterested with
Right, let's go. Come on.
how
That was
I'm
a
currently
fantastic
driving,
stop,
and
faster than we were expecting.
I don't know, I want to do something, I want to say more challenging, because I definitely have a lot of areas of
That was our last
improvement,
stop.
but just
No more
like
scheduled pit
change
stops. Let's
something.
go.
And especially when you're just live streaming like day in, day out, it's like really easy to just go through the motions each time. And I think it's important to feel like you're doing something. I know, DC, I agree with you. I feel like I have gone a little better, but I think you can only see a certain amount of improvement with the amount of hours I'm putting in. Even though it's every day, it's only like a couple hours every day, and it's all during races and stuff, so. And a lot of the time, I'm not like really working on anything. It's the same thing, like I mentioned before, it's very similar to my golf game when I used to golf like every single weekend. Like, when I would tell people I golfed every single weekend, like everyone thought I was really good at golf. But I wasn't because I never practiced. I didn't warm up before I went out on the course. I literally just went because I really enjoyed hanging out with my buddy and just like going out and enjoying sort of playing. So I did get better to an extent, but then I hit kind of a ceiling that I wouldn't have been able to get past unless I put in more time practicing or like getting lessons or, that sort of thing. So. And I feel like I'm starting to sort of hit that now, where I feel like I need to do something different for me to get better. Or at least to see like bigger improvements.
Okay,
Or more
clear.
significant improvements.
Gap ahead, 5.2 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like I also lose a lot of time just like still just mashing down on the gas pedal and like losing that grip out of the corners. I feel like that's one sort of immediate thing I could work on. Oh, I know. Like, I should really just understand, like, the setups, what it does. So if I spent a little bit of time understanding what the setups do and how tweaking it, how that affects things, I mean, I'm getting an incredible amount of feedback from the car. More than probably 95% of everyone playing this game, more than likely. So it's a little shameful that I'm not using all this feedback that this rig is giving me to benefit me. Yeah, Brendan, we're gonna do shit, what are we doing next? I forgot now. I might have to scroll back up in the chat to find it. I took the first 3 suggestions that people made. I know it was Mexico, Bahrain, and then where was it?
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just
Oh yeah, there'll
focus
be
on the
another one.
driving.
There's gonna be one more, and then I'm gonna call it a night. Info, appreciate the follow. Perez, this is the Moza Vision GS wheel, and I have it connected to the Moza R21 wheelbase. And I have the Moza CRP2 pedals. You got a Tesla wheel for your sim rig? And by Tesla wheel, you mean you have the yoke one? All right, sounds good, Brandon. Favorite driver on the grid? You know, I feel like I always said Lewis first, but I think I might say Oscar.
And gap to the car in front, 7.5 seconds.
I think he has the best chance of being great outside of Lewis, who is already great, and Max. But I think Oscar has the best chance of being the next one. Although I feel like Charles, if he was in the right car, I feel like he would also have a really good chance too. In fact, maybe from like a talent perspective, I don't know. What do you think, guys? I feel like Leclerc might be... Hold on, am I thinking about this logically? Outside of Max and Lewis, do you guys think Leclerc probably has the most amount of talent? Like pure talent? Sebastian, appreciate the follow. Yuki's dad. Look, I'll take it, man. At least you got this. At least you got the right nationality. Really? You don't think there's any greatness in Oscar? I think we're not giving Oscar a fair shot. I mean, it's only his second year in Formula One. I mean, granted, he's in the best car on the grid, but I think people lose sight of the fact of how young he is. And he's also one of the few that won, what, F3 and F2? Or no, that's not it. He won something else too. What was it?
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
What's his accolades? I completely forgot. I got it wrong. A lot of people have won F3 and F2,
Green flag.
obviously, to get to F1. But he did something crazy that even the other drivers on the grid haven't done. I know you can't win F2 twice.
Final lap. Final lap. Push, push.
Oh yeah, Formula Renault, Formula 3, Formula 2. And were those all in like consecutive years? Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they were all consecutive years. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And he's kind of been pretty awesome straight off the bat. Like,
3.2 seconds.
a lot of these drivers have, like, you give them like a year to like figure things out, but I feel like Oscar's been great from the get-go. I mean, even like highly touted drivers like Kimi's like struggles. I'm not fully convinced about Kimi either, to be honest with you. Who do I think will win? I don't know. I have a weird feeling Max is gonna pull something out of his hat, and it's gonna be due to some controversy. I don't know. I feel like once Max sees blood, he's gonna do whatever. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, he's really good at making other people decide, which is kind of irritating for me. But look, he knows how to play the game, man. He loves to straddle the line and let the officials decide. And unfortunately, the officials have proven year after year that they don't know what the hell they're doing. So I think that's what it's going to come down to. I think I want Oscar to win, but I think Max might find a way, and it'll just be like a cherry on top of his legacy of being like this like ruthless driver of the ages. Yeah, of course. You and Dylan are the best team. You guys are one of the best drivers. That's why we didn't stick you guys together. All right, does anyone remember what that third track was supposed to be? I can definitely scroll up. Let's see. Hold on. All right, I'm all the way up. Mexico, Bahrain. Oh yeah, Silverstone. That's what it was. All right. Silverstone to finish up the live stream, and then we'll call it a night. Gabriel, appreciate the follow. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks, dude. Sometimes I feel like I'm just like barely keeping things together. Yeah, I started late tonight, so no demo derby. I know we haven't done it in a while either, but I know. Silverstone. Who asked for Silverstone? Do you want to do it in reverse or? Yeah, it's okay. We'll do it in regular. All right, let's go. Thanks, Gabriel. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the heart too. Appreciate it, sir. Oh, ladies, man. 217. Appreciate the heart. Does anyone recognize what we have on right here? It's probably honestly like before most of your time. All right, Chris, later, man. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Yes. Wow, is it that obvious? I guess The Office did have a resurgence during COVID, so it wasn't that long ago. So, yeah, it definitely, oh my God. But I don't know if like, I don't know if young people appreciate comedy from these days? Because it's so much more raw and so like, I don't know what the right word is, but it's stuff that like they just wouldn't be able to get away with on sitcom television anymore. Like the stuff on TV is just like so filtered and it's like people just can't like people are just so afraid of getting offended about stuff that like the stuff like this stuff was just so funny. And like I agree, some like the stuff is like really sexist and racist and like homophobic and like there's like stuff like that on here too, but that like kind of like contributes to like the rawness of the comedy, which I think is just really awesome. I feel the same way about King of Queens too. I think that one's really funny with Kevin James. Same sort of thing, very raw comedy, lots of things that wouldn't fly on TV anymore, but it's just if you can get past the fact it's like a joke and I don't know. Do I ever think Charles would be a champ in Ferrari? No, absolutely not. I don't know how you guys feel about Ferrari, but I just feel like they just think that they could just do like the same stuff that they've been doing and think that they're just gonna keep winning. And I feel like the teams just keep getting better and I don't know, it just feels like they're just getting kind of left in the dust a little bit. Like racing now is not even what it was like a decade ago. Oh, that was terrible. Like to win, you have to be so polished now that like I just don't think Ferrari has what it takes. Yeah, this is Spa. My favorite track. Luke, what's up, man? Although, to be honest, Spa's still probably one of my favorites, but this is where I feel like I've grown. I think I still suck. I'm 14th here on a track that I actually do like, but I think I've grown in certain areas. Like, I feel like I've gotten really good at certain tracks. Like, I used to really hate Hungaroring, and now I feel like it's one of my better tracks. And I feel like I've like kind of sneakily got decent at it. And I feel like there's a couple more tracks that are like that too, where like in the beginning when I started live stream, these are tracks that like I really would have avoided. But now I kind of like them now because I feel like I've gotten better at it. I'll be honest with you guys, I still have not seen last weekend's race. I haven't even seen highlights of it. It's so shameful. I just so busy on Sunday. I wasn't able to get a chance to watch it, and then just work and kids and stuff. I just haven't. But I am getting the gist of the things that happened in the race just from like articles and like short clips. Like I know that Ollie Behrman is pissed off at Yuki for some bold shit that he did and some reckless stuff that he pulled during the race last weekend, so I know that happened. I did see a replay of the first corner, so I did see that. I didn't know that they DNF'd. Because it seemed like at least one of them kept
Okay,
going.
the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Sorry, Gray. Sorry, Gray. Oh, really? All right. I'll watch the replays for both. I'll do that tonight. It'll be my I really don't want tomorrow to happen yet YouTube videos. Because I don't know how it is about you guys, is that like...
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
I tend to like not go to sleep at night when I should. Not because I'm not tired, but because I don't want the next day to begin. You know what I mean? Does that resonate with anyone? Like I know what the next day is going to bring. And I'm like, I just really want to just continue watching YouTube videos and pretend like tomorrow isn't going to happen. So it's like, do I go to sleep and then have to wake up and then commute to work? And then have to work for the next 8-9 hours? Or do I just keep the night going and enjoy my free time? Hey, what's up, man?
Okay, clear.
What is that? Sadilish? Or should I just call you Sad? Sadie? Sadie? I'm alright, man. Just hanging in there. Life's busy. Work's really, really busy. Days are getting shorter. I don't know if anyone... What seat do I have? I have the Track Racer Alpine TRX rig. And I have the blue Alpine seat. It's pretty cool. I actually have... If you look at my previous like videos, I did post some pictures of my current live setup, and it has a picture of my seat. Actually, my profile picture has it too. It might honestly be one of the things that I like the most about it is this blue seat with the Alpine logo on it. Sadie? What I do for work, I work for a bank. Or a financial institution. They're really more than a bank, but...
We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums.
Am I excited for Cadillac? Not really. I went on this rant a few weeks ago, but like they could have picked any other American brand and I would have been infinitely more excited, but like Cadillac, like who cares about Cadillac? Like, does anyone under the age of like 60 care about Cadillac? It's like the most unappealing American brand. Plus, they're gonna suck. Like, let's be real. Like, Formula One is not the type of sport where you could just like jump in and have a ton of success. Actually, I guess Haas did for like a year or two, didn't they? Like, they were like solidly upper mid tier before they sank down to where they belong. But now I think I don't know. I've Very low bar for Cadillac. I guess the only difference is that they're coming in with more funding and more backing. So maybe they'll do okay. What other brand do you think that they should have picked? What American brand? I guess it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been Ford. They're supplying the end. Well, Ford would have been cool. Ford probably would have been number one. I think there's obviously some hurdles and limitations with that.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.5 seconds.
I think maybe like GMC as like a larger brand would have been a little bit more appealing. I think probably Chevy would have been more appealing. Dodge would have been more appealing. I'm recycling this joke that I used last time, but I would have been I would have been happier if Saturn did. And you guys probably don't even know about Saturn, because that's probably also before your time. Yep, Saturn.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
Hey, you know what? Decent cars. I don't think they have the best reputation, but I remember I dated a girl in high school that had a Saturn, and I recall it not being that terrible. I feel like I've always passively liked Formula One. But I feel like I really got into it, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay, pit in this lap, and remember the speed limit. We'll be penalised if we exceed it. Keep that in mind as you approach.
Dude, I got a lift, man. I swear. I know I'm not supposed to, but I feel like I have to. Favorite driver, probably Oscar. I like Charles, I like Lewis, I like George. I think Lando's probably a real cool dude. All right, Sadie, have a good one, man. Adrian,
see these tires through to the end now.
I don't know if you're here in the States, but I got all of my Moza stuff from Micro Center, and I got my rig directly from Track Racer. I have tried no lines. You know what's really funny is that no matter how much you've played it, if you haven't played it with lines, you don't realize how much you depend on like looking at the line and it telling you when to brake. Even when you feel like you know a track, you don't actually know the track until you turn the lines off. And you know the reason why I still use it is because it's actually pretty good on F1. Like I know DC, you said you never used it, but if anyone's used Racing Line on like ACC, for example, it is awful. Like you might as well not even use it on ACC. But in comparison, like the Formula One Racing Line, like even though it's not perfect, it's good enough to get you by. And I feel like that's the reason why I keep using it. Like while I was playing ACC pretty heavy for a short period of time, I ended up just turning the Racing Line off because it just wasn't really that helpful. Look at I'm Vexen just passing right through. Alistar. I probably said that wrong. Alistair. That's what it was. Alistar. The hell am I saying? Anyway, appreciate the follow. No, I'm on PC. Unfortunately, I am a big Xbox fanboy, but you just can't get the sim rig stuff on console. You have to get it on PC. It's the only one that it's available for, so.
Okay, the incident's been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed. Come on.
Trust me, I have an Xbox Series X in the other room that only my son plays. And he's primarily playing Goat Simulator, Legos, Lego City Uncovered or something, which I think is a pretty old game, and Minecraft. So. Oh shit. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.2 seconds.
What feels weird about using the wheel on PlayStation? You mean just in general?
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Oh, you're talking about me? GTFC? I mean, it's true. You can't buy any of this stuff for Xbox. I think the only thing, like for PlayStation, Moza doesn't make anything compatible. I think for Moza, I think only the R3 and R5 is available for for Xbox, I believe. I know Logitechs are compatible with all of them. I know there's some Fanatec stuff that's compatible with console. There's some Thrustmaster stuff that's compatible with console, but I mean, dude, enlighten me. If you know of some like higher end gear that's compatible with console stuff, let me know, man. Put it in there. I'm sure everyone would benefit from knowing. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, I see. So he uses the R9, but he uses the Xbox wheel. Is that what you're saying? And you can put the Xbox wheel on any of the wheelbases. Is that what you're saying? Juan, appreciate the follow. Daniel, appreciate the follow. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fair.
Yellow flag. Green flag. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
No, I didn't realize Moza had a phone app. Yeah, I think what he's saying, Seth, is that the wheel is what makes it compatible. So if you have the Xbox Moza wheel, then you can connect it to any of the wheelbases and it'll technically work. I think it actually works the same way with the Logitech one, which is the reason why I forgot which combination it is, but that's why they recommend people to get either the PlayStation wheelbase with the Xbox steering wheel or vice versa, and it'll be compatible with both systems, I think. Something like that. Yeah, I think it just depends on like where like your console or system gets its information from. All right. It is now past my bedtime. So, thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate it. Again, I definitely won't be on tomorrow night. I am doing a happy hour for a former employee that is leaving the country for a little while. So we're giving him a proper work send off, which of course means going to happy hour. So have a good night, guys. Have a good Thursday, and I will likely see you guys on Friday. Actually, hold on. No, it's fine. We'll do it later. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Yep. Thanks, Brandon. We'll try to stay safe.